Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we are currently doing a bit of an ambitious group of wars over here. It wouldn't be a problem, except that we've got this independence faction brewing. We're keeping a bit of an eye on it. This guy's the primary issue here. And normally this would be super easy to handle. Unfortunately, all we have is grandchildren at this point, in terms of daughters anyway. What do we have in terms of sons? I don't believe we have one, but maybe we do. No, we don't. Okay. So we may end up having ourselves a good old-fashioned civil war. We'll see. We could definitely see about bribing this guy. We do have an imprisonment reason, I think. Maybe he's already been imprisoned? Yeah, he's already been imprisoned. Yeah, so that's not going to be too helpful. These guys are going to pursue this force here. We're charging over this way, trying to catch these guys, while sieging here. Overall, we have these wars pretty well under control. Where is our war goal here? Oh, that's over here. Gotcha. Okay. So we may end up having a civil war, and if that does end up happening, then we're going to want some additional cash. Now, where are my loyal subjects? 265 gold in exchange for control level, or 265 gold and dread, and that's what we're taking. Okay, so that'll get us some dread. And we're... Okay, that's Cabaret Populists. Sounds good for now. We're not too concerned about any of these. Even if this fires, as long as we're not in other wars at the time, it's not too bad. Really? That wasn't enough. I mean, I suppose... I'm actually shocked that that wasn't enough to end this war. Huh. Well, we need to head up over here. These guys are going to continue heading this direction. Once we finish this, we'll probably come slow siege this back. We must stop the villain behind this. Okay, now this war is considered over. This was their army. Sounds good. So we're going to enforce this demand. So be it. And these troops, they are going to come over this way and start slow sieging here, I think. We're still chasing down a couple of armies over this way, which is fine. We are above our domain limit, obviously, and that needs to be fixed here. Go away. There we go. Okay, and we'll hand those on out. I would wildly prefer that we do not spend money right now. We're going to grant this guy the High Chiefdom. 2 vassals go with. So that's helpful. And then we're going to grant our other High Chiefdom, which is up here. I don't expect that 2 vassals will go with here. Only 1 will go with here. But only 1 vassal above our limit isn't bad. Now we could theoretically maybe create a kingdom. Do we have a kingdom? Nope. Okay. Sounds good. So this is obviously an issue, right? It's going to be in 3 months, and we're probably not going to have these wars wrapped up by then. So we need to think about what can we do to get people out of these factions. We're having continuing... A lot of this... Ooh, that was exciting. I think my mic cut out for a moment there. As I was saying, we're having continuing issues with this. And this is largely because we've got that huge offensive war malice, honestly. That's the biggest reason. Which ultimately means we should chill with these offensive wars. That's usually what that tends to mean. There's a schemer that was discovered. Sure. I mean, we're going to die fairly soon. But we do need to deal with it. I would like to come deal with this army over here. This is not directly an army that we have any control over. This guy wants a white piece. I decline. That's not a capitulation white piece. Okay, so we're on our way down over this way. And this is going to fire in just 2 months. What can we do about this? Our problem is that we're just old, right? That's our biggest problem right now. We've lived a very long time. We're 66, and what we really need is children. Oh, we do have a lack of concubine. Okay. I'm sure that won't be a problem. But this isn't going to create us an option in 2 months. So, this guy is the guy we need to deal with. I don't think that this will be super helpful. It would gain us 30 opinion, I suppose. $20 opinion here, but he has 5,000 reasons to not accept. She's infertile. Fair enough. What other options? 30 opinion. Great. So we'll go ahead and do that. Now, that's not going to be much use, all things considered. That is 30 opinion, but not too helpful otherwise. What else can we do here? We could send him a gift, 165 gold, to max out his opinion of us. Okay. This is another option. We're 13 months from our diplomacy perk, but we could reset our perks. I'm doing it. We're going to grab Thoughtful, Defensive Negotiations. Then we're going to grab Groomed to Rule to give our children more skill points. And then we're going to grab, for right now, Firm Hand. And we're going to grab Benevolent Intent. Okay. And then in Stewardship, Golden Obligations, Hergeld, War Profiteer. It is my domain. And then, let's see, possibly even... Well, we want to grab Large Levies, for sure. That's quite huge, actually. Taxman isn't super great, honestly. I think I'm going to skip Architect stuff for right now. The Soon Forgiven isn't great, but Toe the Line is actually pretty good here. And then we can grab Chains of Loyalty and Likeable, as well as Positions of Power for the Counselor Opinion, Honored to Serve, like that. Okay. Now, we do need to drop our stress level. That's fine. We can work off some stress. Another lap. Okay. Now, that doesn't really help too much with the existing faction, right? So that's something to think about. These guys are walking away, and in that case, I'd like to... Ooh, this is awful. This is an awful path to take. Oh, I see. This is laid out like that. Yikes. We're going to walk over here in Slow Siege, I guess. And look at eliminating the rest of these. Okay, so, wait. Is the faction gone? No, but people left it. They're too weak to send an ultimatum. Their discontent is currently dropping. If anyone joins this faction, it will change. It will go up. Okay, we'll keep an eye on that, but for now, it's not actually an issue. People are leaving the faction. Okay, so Toe the Line is working. Great. We're going to come up here in Siege just to wrap up this war. Did we not declare on this? Oh, okay, that's the same realm. Gotcha. So this slow siege is going to be slow indeed. Old Tengri populace have disbanded. And we can do defensive negotiations, so that'll be fine. We can negotiate with one person. And of course, that doesn't get us any closer to true ruler. In fact, it gets us further away. Out of curiosity, what is our son doing? He is 49, which isn't great, but we don't actually see what he's been up to. He does have learning education, so hopefully that is something useful. This siege will finish up momentarily. Okay, this is a problem. We're going to send some reinforcements up over here. I should have done this the other way around, just moving the 2 levy troops that I wanted to keep there. Oh well, we're doing this the difficult way, I guess. These guys are going to walk up and reinforce this. This is actually the troops from here, but this is an allied force. Okay. Yeah, we do lose this, but their goal was to hold them there. Looks like they did not succeed. You'll find no deal here. Okay. So this is at 87%. What's going on here? What else do they hold? Oh, down here. Gotcha. Okay, well, we're going to come on in down to here and get to work on that. We have this slow siege going on. These guys are currently retreating up to there. That's going to take them a while. And these guys are just booking it out of here. Okay. Awkward indeed. This is a very slow siege. We did just get Gavelkind. So, Casus Belli was exposed. 28 and 27 years, respectively. I would have preferred that Ledger get exposed, but here we are. I'm actually going to come over here and fight these guys. Actually, these guys first. Okay, this is going to be awkward. We're going to do this, get them to lock in here. Like so. There we go. These guys have almost reached their retreat point. Okay. And then from there, we're going to come up to here, of course. Wonderful. This may actually... Wiping this may give us what we need for these guys. That would be great. 91%. Sad. Okay, we're going to keep pushing our way down over here with this siege force. The slow siege is 8 months left, and we're going to send these guys down to reinforce this. Their numbers are getting quite low indeed. We are still above our vassal limit, but that's to be expected. And we'll finish this on up, no problem. It's this one that holds the occupation here. Where's their leadership at? In this army. Okay, sounds good. This army will get stack wiped, so we stand a good chance of capturing their leader here. And indeed we did. Perfect. So we're going to enforce those demands. And then we're going to walk in here. These guys are going to, honestly, probably disband, but not right now. We are over our domain limit because we need to hand these on out. There we go. And we're above our vassal limit. Did we get a duchy title from that? We did. So we're going to go ahead and grant that out to this gentleman. 2 vassals go with. So, no ultimate change in our vassal limit. Wonderful. We're 91% war score at this time, and these guys are just going to come down like over here. This will be fine. As soon as this siege finishes, or we fight these guys, I'm not sure they'll count, but they're on their way up, so we definitely need to be able to reinforce this. Okay. Diplomacy perk coming in. We're going to grab Inspiring Rule for now. We need 2 more diplomacy perks for True Ruler. It's probably not happening this life. We are in poor health now. We're just going to enjoy the spectacle. Lose a little bit of stress that way. 38 days on this siege, and this will wrap this war. This faction, or a faction, is back. Which faction? Caberite Populists. Okay. Honestly, I am leaning towards allowing them to fire. Just to force some conversions. So we'll enforce these demands, disband our troops, and we're going to grant these titles out. Not to our son and player heir, but anyone else is fine. And these will go over here. We need a couple more. There we go. Excellent. Now, obviously, we have too many vassals, and we have too many duchies. We're going to go ahead and hand out Lindsay. That will go to this guy. 1 vassal goes with. And we can create some titles as well, including a kingdom title and 3 duchy titles. We're going to go ahead and do that. I'm slightly surprised that we can create this duchy. I guess this is our territory. Okay. This guy is currently in our territory. Or rather, in our prison. Well, we're still going to grant him the title because it's his de jure. And that will go here. He now has full opinion of us. Wonderful. And 6 direct vassals above. So Duchy of Batang is the next one. We'll create that. And that de jure goes here. 2 vassals go with. Wonderful. 4 direct vassals above. And Duchy of Amdo. Create that. That goes to this lady. 2 vassals go with. So now 2 direct vassals above. And we're going to create the Kingdom of Kham as well. This should be a pretty decent one for us. That goes to this lady, and she will get the Khanate of Kham, and 7 vassals go with, putting us well under our limit. Magnificent. Now, we definitely have some more border gore to clean up over here, but we're going to chill for a little bit. We've built up a huge amount of offensive war anger. Let's see here. Not this guy, but some of these. Well, if we look at, say, someone up over here, like this guy. No, really. Only some vassals seem to get the offensive war penalties. And I haven't quite figured out who gets them and who doesn't. Yeah, this guy's at minus 84 from offensive war. Fair enough. Now, they're probably not going to have enough power here in a moment. To the point where I actually want to declare an offensive war. If they're not going to have enough power for 21 months, then we can clean this up. Yeah, she's tribal, so that's just not going to be a thing. You're feudal, but you're at war. Minus 105. Yeah, that's not going to be a thing either. Yeah, I'm definitely leaning towards doing that, but somewhat cautiously. That said, I believe the offensive war malice caps out at minus 100. That's only 16 opinion away. So the question becomes, how much do we actually care about that minus 100 opinion? Now, I'm assuming it caps out. I don't know that for a fact, but I'm guessing it does. And with that question, I kind of feel like I want an answer. Because, yeah, people are going to have a bit of a mixed opinion of this guy once our new ruler takes over, right? But the new ruler also won't have that malice. So everyone's opinion should actually be higher of the new guy. In theory. I understand that there is an opinion malice or bonus if they liked or disliked you at the end of your life, your last life. Like, opinion of predecessor is a thing. But it's not going to be a thing that's worth 100 opinion. No matter what. It'll be worth some opinion. But in theory, it should be easier in the next life than it is in this one. At least at first, until we get that offensive war malice bumped up. We have taken a lot of territory over here. Ooh, this is some that we didn't take, for sure. And this over here. Our vassals are pushing borders. And I'm very happy to see that. So that's all something that is very interesting to think about, right? However, do we want to just provoke this faction? All of these guys would join the rebellion. That isn't really what I want. I wish there was an option to just straight up provoke just that faction to get them to fire early. They would have to be discontent and be able to send an ultimatum, right? But I wish that was an option. It's not. So in that case, I think we should probably declare a war on this lady. Now, what's her... She's a duchy tier realm. Her highest realm is Nima. So we would declare on... What is that actually part of? That is de jure part of Sang in the Empire of Tibet. Okay. So we would do something like this. Let's do it. Okay, so her capital is here. We should raise up, like, over here. Men-at-arms, and I'm going to raise up a few units of levy troops. Yeah. Maybe, like, 5,000. So we're deliberately making a bit of a mistake here, right? Because... How much does he bring? Okay, 3,800. Sounds good. We're deliberately making a little bit of a mistake here because we want this faction eventually to fire. I'm trying kind of to provoke additional Kabarites to join this, is what I'm trying to do here. Okay, this is enough. We're going to send them in, and these guys will follow. He's going to siege over here. I like it. So we're going to group these together immediately, and then we're going to stop moving, actually. And we're going to just send our onagers and a couple units of levies up over to here. And these guys, they're going to go fight this force. Okay, sounds good. Now we want to make sure that only the Kabarites are going to fire. They're now too weak to send an ultimatum. I'm not surprised by this. I'm disappointed that no more Kabarites have joined yet. Definitely disappointed about that one. But yeah, if it does indeed cap at 100, then the question becomes, do we actually care about that offensive war malice? It feels manageable. Guy's currently 68 and still ticking along. This war is over. That was easy. Okay, so we're going to hand these titles on out, as you would expect. And we're going to do something like that. That actually gets us to 7 of 7. And we're probably going to have too many held duchies. Yes, indeed. This should be granted to this lady. Was not actually our vassal that we put in place there. We inherited her. We're going to send her a gift. 39 gold for 78 opinion. That is super, super good. 50% that she'll convert. And let's see if she will. She did. Fantastic. So we don't have anything else we can do there, but we can grant them off to rightful lieges. And we're going to do exactly that. Okay. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we may well see this gentleman die. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.